Good morning. In this screencast, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how you can use EZKB to monitor a situation and then send you an alert either as a dialogue or email if some threshold is surpassed. So in this case, I have a credit card KBO that gets credit card purchases. Now a new feature that I added is the ability to set a startup command. So I could actually tell this program that I want to, on startup, open a particular KB. So in this case, look, I have one here. I could launch this if I want and say on startup load the same thing that I just loaded manually. So you do that, you would say launch. It says, okay, the startup property is set. We go back to the properties, you'll see now I can go ahead and on startup just by the program coming up. So if you set this to automatically come up via Windows, you can automatically load this KB. And then of course you can set on KB open triggers to do other things like execute rules, etc. Now another thing, so what we're going to demonstrate today is a trigger called on file in directory. So this actually will poll a directory and every minute, and if it finds a file, it will take a set of actions. So in this particular case, I see we're going to look for a file, and now you just notice how I could also automatically set this to launch when the KB opens. I'm going to do it manually here, but I could have done it automatically. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to clear any current things in this knowledge base, keep the thing types, etc. and rules. Then I'm going to import the purchases. Then I'm going to check my over 3K rule. So let's go ahead. Oh, one other thing about that. If you had to change the order of execution, you can go ahead and do that. But we want it that way, so we're good. So let's go to the directory, and it looks for this file, monthly CC. We move it to the directory it's monitoring. Now if we launch this rule, you'll see it went ahead, look down here in the console, it imported the records, it then ran the thing, and you see it sent us an alert. So that's a good thing. Let's look for a minute at the rule that it ran right here. Let's view this. You see it's calculating using a calculated field, which is sum of the purchase amount, and if it's less than 3,000, since it's negative numbers, if you look at the table you see they're all in negative numbers, and this was just imported from the bank. Nothing special was done here. Now one last thing, let's go ahead and say, well, what if we wanted to clear the console? What if we wanted to send ourselves an email via this? Well, I could have, instead of that, I could have added a rule and said, instead of doing a dialogue, I want you to send me an email. So look, in fact right here you'll see it successfully sent me an email to my Gmail account, and it does that under the options. You'll see you can set up an email recipient. I just sent this to myself. It encrypts your password, so you don't have to worry about storing your password. If you set up these parameters, like how do you send mail, etc., it will go ahead and be able to send an email. Well, that's it for today. Hope you enjoy EZKB.